Alright, hello, welcome back to the Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video here. So today we are going to be doing another How Hard Can the Unit Hit video. And this time around we are going to be doing Dokkanfest TUR, baby. It feels crazy, you know, the end of an era, waiting for this guy to finally get a Dokkanfest. I remember the fake leak in, God, what year was that? Was it like 2021 or something? There was a fake leak about this guy coming, and, you know, ever since then, essentially, people have been like, he's coming soon. And finally, we were right, obviously. I did really want this guy. Unfortunately, was not able to get him. Now, similar to how I did with, like, Super 17, I know Baby does have, you know, a 220 lead that I have, Physical Omega. However, given Physical Omega's AoE, I actually cannot use him for this, unfortunately. So we're going to be using pretty much the exact same team here I used for Super 17. Now, the thing with Baby, right, as you see, this is one turn. He doesn't actually start stacking attack and defense until it would be the... yeah, I think I'm going to have to wait until the 5th turn to transform him. So it's going to be quite a few turns at the start here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut away in just a moment. That way, you know, I'll come back once he's ready to transform and start stacking. That way we can get our first couple of turns of stacking in to show what he's increasing by. I'm very excited to see what this guy's going to get up to, though. Super 17 did not go so well. But I mean, I was waiting for a rainbow friend to appear. Finally got one. Level 10 links on this guy. Now, this is only going to be a 420% lead, which is unfortunate, right? But, I mean, it's only 20% we're missing out on the leader skill phase, right? So it's, considering we have 420%, that 20% doesn't make the biggest difference. So, but yeah, I'm going to cut away. I'll come back once we're starting to transform, and we can get our first couple of turns of stacking. So, we'll be right back. Alright, so there we go. There is the, oh, actually, that's not voice, is it? I just realized. Oh, well. Well, anyway, there's the Super Baby 2 transformation. We're up to 401,516 here. Now, I suppose it is worth noting. This is actually a different baby than before. I did end up, unfortunately, dying. Let me show the build, actually. Because for Baby, he does need a full Extreme Class rotation for his guaranteed additional super. So I kind of have to keep Goku and Glorio over there. And the issue with Glorio, you know, he's kind of not on the team, so it's a little problematic. But I should be able to work through it. We'll see. I don't know. If I have to restart a couple of times, so be it. But yeah, with Baby, essentially we just need to get 5 key spheres, and then he's at his full power here with the Extreme Class rotation. So I'm very interested to see what this guy's going to be doing. You know, we'll do this turn of stacking, and then we'll do another one after this, and we'll see just what he's got in store for us. But I think he's going to be really crazy, honestly. Now, with Baby, he is only stacking 20% per stack, so not a lot. But we're up to 28.3 at the beginning, which is a very decent amount. And then 29.3, so we're stacking about 1 million per, is what it looks like. Okay, well, we did not get the hidden potential additional super, which is unfortunate. But as long as I keep the Extreme Class rotation every time, I'm guaranteed at least 2 supers. You know, 20% per. He should look pretty decent by the end here. I mean, at the very least, already, my guess would be he'll look better than Super 17 did. It's not exactly a hard thing to beat, but I'm really excited to see what he's going to get up to. Also later on we will have the Tech Buhan domain active, right? So he's going to have quite a bit of buffs up when we get up, into later on. So I mean, I don't know. Will I say he's going to be up into the billion range that we've had so many other characters recently get up to? I'm not so sure about that, to be honest. I mean, maybe it's possible because once we use the items and everything. Okay, well I am not having good luck here at the moment. Jesus Christ. I failed the dodge. Come on, Goku. You have 80% dodge, bro. I swear, if him or fucking Glorio... Well, he's not gonna die at this point, but if Glorio dies, that's gonna suck. Yeah, that is the issue with this. I think running several characters off lead, can obviously lead to some issues. They're both really crazy, though, so you want a super for me, buddy? Thank you. Thank you for the super. Glorio is actually... I don't really have issues when I run him in slot 3, but... I can't really run him in slot 3 because then it screws with Baby. I don't want to do that, so... this might be a little wacky. It might get out a bit later than intended. I do want to get this out on Friday. We'll see if I'm able to. If I have to restart or not. I don't know. But we're going to do this last turn of stacking. See what Baby's going to get for us. Oh, by the way, I'm sure most people know this by now, but his stacks do not affect the Giant Ape, as far as I'm aware. Usually when you transform, even with an active skill transformation, it does carry over. But because Rage modes and Giant Apes are their own specific thing, they have different stats. Or at least they have different attack, and they don't take damage at all. They function differently from normal. So the stacks don't actually increase his power, unfortunately. So we got our orbs there, and we'll get a little bit of healing in Super 17 and Omega. And we'll see what Baby's got in store for us this turn. I am a little... Well, I guess Rose is only supering at the end. 28.1. So we're actually down a little bit. I suppose Tech Buhan does give support, which makes sense. Why would we be down a little bit? Although we did increase about 1 million still, so... no matter what, increasing by roughly 1 million, and we did get the hidden potential super. I guess this is more like 19,000. Still, though, a very crazy amount to stack up by. As long as we keep getting several supers out of him every single turn, I think he should be very good by the end. Now, once again, I'm pretty doubtful that he'll break up into the billion range, but I probably, honestly, something like what Super Saiyan 4 Goku gets up to, which is... I think I got him up to around 600.5 million or something like that. I think I could see from Baby. But we'll have to see. So I'm going to cut away. I'm going to get to stacking. And we will come back and we will see just how hard Super Baby 2 can hit. Alright. So we are back here up to turn 97. Now, with Baby, I have gotten 104 stacks, so not the most lucky with additional supers. I have gotten a few, I guess, because I suppose I only got him out on turn 5. So because I ended up having to restart, so I did get him on turn 1. This sort of run, right? So. Wait, actually, I suppose I should show. He has a different build than the other. Or did I already show the... I think this might be the same run from earlier, actually. I don't know. Listen, sometimes these just blend together. Anyway, point being, could have gotten better additional luck. Didn't get the worst, though, right? He is guaranteed 2 per turn, technically, as long as I have the Extreme Class full rotation. I had that every turn except the last turn. You can see Glorio's floating over into that spot. The reason I did it that way was to make the rotations as good as possible, because I was running Super Gogeta and Glorio together, and I had to get it in a way where I could float Glorio off for the support, as well as get Gogeta ready to come over here on this rotation, right? So, literally only one rotation I did not have that extreme class buff. Every other rotation I have. So, with that being said, though, I mean, we're ready to get started here. Usually, I do like to get all of the animations for cards in, but I'm not really... I mean, I might get the Giant Ape, and I don't know if it has, like, a KO, like, to finish Rose off. But we'll worry about that after we actually get the big attack turn, whether or not I do that, so... I'm not sure just yet. But with Baby here, we do have, you know, the major links. I mean, obviously, like, Metamorphosis, pretty major, right? Thirst for Conquest. I mean, I can't get all the buffs, right? I'd rather get big bosses than GT with AGL Omega. So, we're ready to get started, though. We just need the 5 orbs, and we're good to go. We do have the Glorio support up. We don't have the domain or AGL Gogeta up, obviously, just yet. No items. So, this is just going to be this sort of baseline turn. And then we will get into the, you know, the big item turn next turn. So I will say with Baby here, I think he's up to a decent amount. I mean, he could be higher. But 129 mil, that is what we're up to. I mean, his attack has varied a little bit from, like, when I've had Buhan rotate over, because he has the support. Baby has hit a little harder, plus he has Metamorphosis. I've usually been running Baby in slot 2. Okay, so I've had pretty bad luck with his additional supers. So 131 mil is what we're finishing off this turn at. I'm actually very surprised I got that. I've genuinely had pretty awful luck with it, unfortunately, throughout this. But yeah, I mean, I'd say he's pretty decently stacked up. I mean, we're at least higher than the Super 17. And given that, you know, I feel like I haven't had the best luck with the additional supers, I'd say that's pretty good. You know, because with only getting 2 supers, right, it's a 20% stack. So, you know, 20% stacks is 40%. Super 17, I was getting a greatly raised every single turn from, like, turn 1. So, I mean, obviously there's more to it than just what the character raises or stacks by. But still, worth noting, not necessarily to shit on Super 17, but I do think my original prediction of he'll probably be somewhere in line with what I got with AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku is how it's going to turn out, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, they're like the same sort of designed character. I think Baby has like more attack in his passive, right? But it's a little... He is a TUR, so he has less attack stats. So he needs the phase buffs to make up for it. Alright, here, let's pop tech Buhan's domain here. Alright, so this domain is going to be a pretty major increase for Baby. I mean, Buhan still has one of the better domains, I'd say, with the 15%. Plus, if you're Majin Buu Saga, you get an additional 15%. I mean, that's a 30%. The domains, I mean, they can be pretty crazy, but it's not too often that you have one that can go up to 30% buff. Now, obviously, I mean, Baby doesn't get that full 30%. You know, he's not in a Majin Buu Saga. But still, 15% is quite a bit. So with that buff, you know, Glorio, AGL Gogeta, as well as the items, I think he's going to be looking pretty crazy here. There's no way, right? I just say, because it's Vegeta's body, is he on, like, there's no way. Because, like, Ginyu Goku wouldn't be on, like, Goku's stamina. I was going to say, is he on, like, successors? So I was wondering about the Gogeta Phase 1 support. Listen, I can't remember all the categories these cards are all on. But I'm very confident he's not on it. But we'll check just to be sure. I don't think he is, though. I don't know. So, listen, with Dokkan categories, I mean, you can never be too sure, to be honest, right? I mean, there's a very like explicit example of just how crazy they can be with these. Is I forget what full power Frieza it is. I think it might be the extreme physical one, or it's the extreme strength. It's one of them. One of the full power Friezas is not on exploding anger. I mean, you can literally check this yourself in game. I don't get it. Dokkan's always been iffy. I mean, sometimes they'll give characters categories because of like intros. Oh, okay, he's fine. Because of like intros or like active skills. Like look at in Daimagoku, the first example that comes to mind. He has Super Saiyan 2. He's on that category. I know that from it was Super Easy A for LR Majin Vegeta. You know, the effective category, Super Saiyan 2. I mean, I saw him on there, right? So it's... I don't know. They're so weird with how they handle it. Like, why does Daimagoku for his active skill get Super Saiyan 2? Right? But then someone like... And to be fair, I'd be kind of busted, probably. But like AGL Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, his intro starts out as Goku and Vegeta doing the fusion, right? So why isn't he on, like bond of parent and child, for example? Because it's Goku and Vegeta. It starts out as, and they're just so weird with how they do that. I don't know. I can't really think of more examples, but I'm sure you guys you're into the game. I mean, you know how Dokkan. Sometimes they include categories for animation, sometimes they don't. But yeah, let me check this real quick. I don't think he would have it, but just to be sure. Oh, one over. Yeah, he does not have it. Okay, that's fine. Alright, well, we're ready to get started here, so let me... does he actually gain anything next to Gogeta? I doubt he will. Yeah, okay. Let me put him in slot 1. We'll see if I can just... the orb changing will be nice to me. We'll pop the Lemo here immediately. And see if I can get the full field of orbs. It's off to a good start, but not perfect just yet. Let's see. Oh my god, I actually got it. Let's go. Listen, sometimes I really have to fight this, so that's huge. Alright, so we get the full 23 orbs. That's going to be a massive increase to his power. Then we pop the World Tournament Announcer. Alright. And we'll just give these to AGL Omega. And then finally, we got to use the Super Gogeta actives. Alright, now we pop the second one.
This is the greatest fusion of all! I'm gonna send you back to hell!
Alright, so with that, we have everything up. We're ready to get started. We should have, just making sure. Yeah, I mean, we have everything here. Well, he's not going to have the guaranteed additional super, but I mean, that's, there's only so much I could do about that, right? So, let's do this, and then I'll probably cut and like show the giant ape. Does it have a KO at all? I'll probably cut and show him like killing Rose after we do this turn, just to get the animation. I like to try and get all the animations and when I do these, so we'll probably do that. But let's play this turn out first and see what happens. What do you got for us, baby? I do think it's probably going to be like the 600-ish mil range. We'll see though. 576. Okay. I mean, yeah, that's like the 600 mil-ish range, I'd say. We did not get the additional super, unfortunately. Now, I mean, keep in mind, this is a rainbow baby. And once again, I did have I'd say pretty bad luck, honestly, on the additional supers. I mean, as you guys saw, I only had 116 attacks total. He's guaranteed 2 every turn. So not only was I barely rocking the hidden potential, but it just was not turning into additional supers. Now there's only so much I could do about the friend build. But to be fair, I don't think the friend build was bad. I mean, 19 additional, that's a 38% chance per attack. Which isn't, like, guaranteed, but I definitely should have had better luck with it, I feel. So, I mean, plus, if he were on, like, a 440 lead, I feel like he could have, like, broke 600 mil for sure. Not, like, too much further than that, right? Like, I could have gotten another couple turns in here, I suppose, because I did get him on turn 5 originally. But, I mean, they wouldn't have made, like, the biggest difference. I mean, I was only going up 900,000 to a million-ish per super, right? So, probably would have been up another, I don't know, like 6 million, 7 million-ish. But that's about it, right? Or at least the initial stat. I suppose it would have gotten a little bit more of a boost. So, I mean, I suppose maybe I could have broke 600 mil here, but I mean, he performed roughly in line of where I thought he was going to. And for being a TUR, that's just normally stacking attack and defense with only 2 guaranteed attacks. I mean, I'd say pretty decent overall. And to be fair, I mean, there's also like Thirst for Conquest and like Metamorphosis, but then it's like, okay, well, am I getting rid of like AG or Gogeta? Certainly not. You know, so it's, you got to pick and choose what buffs to go for. It does suck that you can't really, he doesn't have like a perfect partner. Well, I suppose maybe like the Easy A for the LR baby, but he'd probably not too well defensively in here. And I do not want to have to reset 50 times for partners losing, right? But, you know, it is what it is. So, I think I actually will show, like, the Giant Ape transformation, just to get the animation, and we'll see if it... I forget if it has, like, a KO or not. So we'll kill Rose with that, so we will be right back.
Lord Baby, this is the Bloods Wave Amplifier. Right now!
Alright, so here we are. Oh, right. I forgot the active skill, huh? Okay, surely that's gotta have a KO, right? We'll see. Let's pop it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, huge. Alright, so I wanted to get the animations in real quick. But yeah, there we go. That's... I mean, he performed in range of how I thought he was going to, so I'm pretty glad with how that did. Because, like, especially, like, Super 17, I thought he'd be up into 600 mil, but he was... I mean, to be fair, he did better than, like, another recent character like Vegeta and Trunks, right? But, yeah, I think he only got up into, like, 400 mil-ish, so... certainly off from what I was initially expecting. Baby for a TUR, that only doing 20% stacks to a turn. I'm more than pleased with him. I think he did fine, especially because I mean, once again, he's competing attack-wise with Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I mean, more or less. Like, I think I got like 60, 50 some odd more on Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I don't know. I have that up, so it'd be easy to check, but I'd say pretty good from him. But yeah, we're gonna end this one here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care.